Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well under these pretty unusual circumstances. Most of you will already know by now that Germany is going to be in full lockdown over the Christmas and New Year period, possibly longer than that, and I know it's just a very difficult, unsettling time for many of us. And I just want you to know that you are not alone, that I am thinking about you and sending you my love. So this video today is going to be a Q&A, a questions and answers video. I like to do these once in a while because I receive so many messages and so much feedback on my videos. I get messages like flooding through every single day, and I absolutely love the feedback that I get from you all. I appreciate your messages so much. The problem is I just can't keep up with replying to everybody individually as much as I would love to. So for this video, I have picked out a handful of questions, some of the more frequently asked questions, and I'm going to be answering them in this video today. So hopefully I can answer your question. If not, maybe I will in a future questions and answers video. But before I get into the questions and answers, I would like to thank Luisa for kindly sponsoring this video today. Luisa is an ethical, sustainable jewellery line based in New York. They produce the most beautiful minimalist style jewellery pieces, and it's all carbon neutral. All of their jewellery is produced in very small batches to reduce waste. It is made from recycled materials, including recycled gold. I've partnered with Luisa a couple of times in the past. It's always an absolute pleasure working with them. I love their company, I love what they stand for, and their jewellery is just beautiful and such amazing quality. As you know, if you've heard me talk about them before, you'll know that I wear Luisa jewellery every single day, and I have for the last year and a half. I'm actually wearing 3 pieces of Luisa jewellery today. You may have already seen me wearing the Kelly necklace before, but I have not taken this off since I received it. It's beautiful. It's got these gorgeous little angel wings, and I have paired the Kelly necklace with the Yusuf necklace. And isn't this just so beautiful and so classic? And I'm also wearing the Toda earrings. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up very well, but they are just beautiful little like earlobe huggers, and they have little jewels in them, and they're just so simple and so beautiful. For such high quality jewellery, it is very reasonably priced. You can find pieces for just under 40 euros, and it goes right up to the fine jewellery range, so there's something for everybody. So if any of you are interested in ethical, sustainable, high quality jewellery at a very reasonable price, then make sure you check out Luisa. They are having a huge holiday sale right now. I will leave a link to their website in my description below. Okay guys, so moving on to the questions and answers. A question that I have been getting asked so much lately has to do with the pandemic, the current situation, and German mentality. Some of you want to know if Germans are even less friendly now that there is a pandemic and all of this social distancing, and how their behaviour has changed. Because if you watch any expat video talking about cultural comparisons, you will probably hear, you know, the stereotype that Germans are a lot less friendly than people from other cultures, at least initially when you first arrive in Germany. It's usually quite a culture shock for a lot of foreigners coming to Germany. Well, it's true, Germans are very reserved, and they may come across as being not as friendly as people from other cultures. And for me personally, I have not noticed that Germans are any less friendly during this time. I actually have noticed the opposite. I actually feel that in general, a lot of Germans seem to be more friendly during this time. I really feel like during this time, people are, you know, they're sick of isolating, they're craving for this social contact. It's, you know, it's a natural human instinct to want to have social contact and communicate with people. And so I've noticed that Germans seem to be smiling more at me when I'm going for walks. They'll say hello. So for example, just this morning, walking my little boy to kindergarten, I felt like the people I passed on the way to kindergarten all smiled at me and said good morning. And that's not always the case in Germany. I always smile at people first, and sometimes you don't get a smile back, and that is kind of normal in Germany. But right now, I just feel like people are quicker to smile, quicker to say hello or good morning. Also in shops, I know that most of them are going to be closed as of tomorrow, but I'm just noticing that the sales assistant is just more friendly and more open than usual. I don't know if this is just me noticing this. I'd love to hear in the comment section below if you've noticed a difference in sort of German mentality, whether Germans may be a bit more friendly during this time or less friendly. Let me know what you think. Okay guys, so moving on to a question that I have been getting a lot lately, and this question is in response to a video I made a couple of weeks ago about the German school system. And in this video, I shared my honest thoughts and opinions on the German school system. I compared the German and the New Zealand school system a little bit. I talked about some of my concerns with my child going through the German school system. I received some really great feedback, and quite a few of you actually asked me whether I would consider sending my children to either a Waldorf or Montessori school here in Germany. The answer to that is we are going to wait a little while and see how things go with school, but we would definitely consider some kind of alternative schooling. Probably Montessori. I have read a little bit about Montessori and it really resonates with me. I love their philosophy, and I think it would be a really great option for my little girl. I think she would really thrive in a Montessori environment. From what I have heard, I need to do more research on the school, but it's definitely a possibility. I'm also quite interested in the Steiner Waldorf system. I know a lot of Germans have some very strong opinions on the school. Some people are all for it, some people think it's like a terrible idea. I actually worked for a couple of months in a Waldorf school as a student teacher when I was doing my teacher's training, and it was called Rudolf Steiner, and I just thought it was fantastic. I really enjoyed my time there. And yeah, that could be an option, but I'm leaning more towards Montessori. But who knows? Honestly, this is just something we're thinking about and it may not happen. Okay guys, so another question that I get all the time, probably one of my most commonly asked questions, is when are you going to make another language video with Amelia? If you don't know, Amelia is my little girl, and sometimes we will make language videos together where she will help with my German pronunciation or help me with pronouncing really difficult German words, because she was born and raised in Germany and therefore is a native German speaker, and I am obviously not. And a lot of you seem to really love these videos with Amelia, and the answer to that question is there probably won't be any more of these kind of videos. I'm really sorry to say. I have had a huge change of heart in regards to showing my kids on my YouTube channel. And I've kind of been hinting at this a little bit in some of my videos, but I feel like I was super naive when I made these videos. They were just for fun, you know, and I thought nothing of it, having my little girl in my videos, and she wanted to be in them, and you know, it was really fun. But the more my channel has grown, the less keen I am to share my children with everybody. And the main reason is there are a lot of weird people out there on the internet, and my children are just so incredibly precious to me, and I just do not want to put my kids out there online. I don't know who's watching these videos of my kids. I get sometimes really annoying comments about how my children look or how they sound, or I don't know, and these kind of comments, they really rub me up the wrong way, because just don't comment on a child and analyze and pick a child to bits. It's just not, you just don't do that. And people feel like they have the right to, you know, make comments about my kids. When you share aspects of your life online, people start to get a little bit invested into your family, which is normal because I watch people on YouTube, and you know, if you really resonate with them, you do get kind of invested in their lives and everything. But I don't want my kids to be part of my YouTube channel, to be honest. I want it to be me as an expat sharing my experiences. Some of them have to do with my children, but it doesn't mean that they have to be like constantly in my videos or anything. It is not a family vlogging channel at all. That's just not what my channel's about. And you know, I'm not saying that you're not going to see the kids pop in and out of my videos once in a while, but there will be no like content with my kids. Of course, I am a mum in Germany, and a lot of my experiences have to do with motherhood, and I think I've got some really valuable information to share about raising bilingual kids, bicultural kids. So I will still be sharing this kind of content, but I don't need to show my kids in my videos all the time. So, you know, I hope you can respect my decision, and if you don't like it, then sorry, that's too bad. Okay, so another question I get asked all the time, and I am sure that I have answered this question several times on my channel, but I still keep getting asked the same question over and over again. So I'm going to clear this up once and for all. And that question is, what language do you speak with your husband? And the answer to that is we speak English most of the time together. The reason for that is when we met in New Zealand, I did not speak a word of German. And so if I heard someone speaking Dutch, I probably would have thought that was German. That's how much I knew about the German language. And so I had to learn German from scratch, you know, as an adult. And so when we first met in New Zealand, we just communicated in English because I simply could not speak German. And so when you sort of start out a relationship in a language, it usually sticks. And so we just continued speaking English with each other even when I started learning German. His English was at a much higher level than my German, and it still is. And so for the most part, we speak English together, but we have had times where we've switched over to German. And this is usually when I really feel like I need to brush up on my German language skills. So we will switch over to German, and we'll go for like weeks just speaking German with each other. And it's always really awkward at the beginning and hard to get into, but it does work, and it does help with my German language. The problem with this is most of you will know that we're raising our two children using the one parent, one language method, so they are both fluent in English and German. And so we have this sort of division in our house where I just speak English with the kids and my husband just speaks German. And when I am speaking English with my husband, my kids are getting that English exposure, that conversation back and forth. So I'm not just speaking with them in English, I'm speaking also with my husband in English, and I think it really has helped with their bilingual speech development. Because they live in Germany, they go to kindergarten and school in Germany, German has become a really sort of dominant language for them. And then when they hear me speaking German with Rob, that's even more German exposure for them. And I noticed that, you know, our family becomes like more dominated with the German language. And so we just stopped speaking German with each other, Rob and I, because it just works so much better for our family when I speak English with him and my kids are hearing that. And I just feel like that's how our family functions the best. When Rob and I are speaking English with each other, I'm speaking English with the kids, and Rob's speaking German with the kids, and I can understand what they're saying. So, you know, every family, every bilingual family has different dynamics, and that's the dynamics of our family. So that was a really long answer, but that's the reason why Rob and I speak English with each other, and also it's more comfortable. Anyway guys, those were some of the very commonly asked questions that I get on my YouTube videos and my Instagram, and so I hope I have answered your question. If not, as I mentioned, I will make another one of these videos a little bit later on, and you know, I try to get back to as many people as possible in my comment section, but it's not always possible. Also, just a reminder, if you are interested in checking out some beautiful, sustainable, ethical jewelry, I will leave a link to the Ana Luisa website in my description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I would love you to consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Feel free to connect with me on Instagram, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.